All right, legends, you're not ready for what is coming next. While most of the people have been focusing on the fear on Mt. Gox investors selling their Bitcoin, the German government, which have sold almost all of the Bitcoin, and the price is actually pumping, we have around the corner the spot Ethereum ETF that is going to be approved. I'm going to explain with the technical analysis how the Ethereum price is likely bottoming out here at the $3,000 range and will be breaking the $4,000 high that we created back in March. We're also going through the technical analysis for Bitcoin because there is two scenarios and they're both bullish. However, there is one slightly bearish on the lower time frames. Without a doubt, this zone for Ethereum and for Bitcoin is great to accumulate or get into some swing long positions. If you are interested, you have Bybit, which is my favorite trading platform. But if you cannot trade on Bybit, you do have Bluffin, which is a great alternative. Proof of reserves, no KYC, and you have the biggest bonus available with the link down below in the description. As you can see, $80,000 deposit bonus where you will be getting airdrops to your futures exchange the more you trade there. Let's dive in right away through the Ethereum technical analysis. And we are just going to use market structure and Elliott wave theory. And I'm going to explain how this movement is extremely corrective. And we are likely going to be breaking above $4,100 in the next coming weeks, as we do have this Ethereum ETF approval. Now we can see how we bottomed out here back in June of 2022. And we can see here, just by looking at Elliott wave theory, you might believe, oh, well, what is this next wave right over here? Well, this is the first wave inside of a larger third wave that we are building still during the last few months. Now, I'm going to explain here with this movement inside of the third wave how we are still inside of the fourth wave, and we are going to get an explosive breakout to break above the March highs. As you can see right over here, let's change this color so you can actually see this. The first impulsive wave that we had from June and July of 2022, we can see that corrective move forming a higher low. Now, of course, then this move formed a little bit of a double top, failed auction, and another corrective move. However, the price managed to get that continuation to the upside. This is a third wave inside of a much larger third wave. As you can see here, the corrective structure that we had from this wave one inside of the third wave formed a perfect zigzag corrective structure, as you can see on the chart. What has been happening since March? What we can see here is that we also formed a flat ABC. From the third wave high from March of this year, we can see that corrective structure, the significant bounce that we had, and now the movement here where we got to $2,800 the last couple of weeks. This zone is likely to bottom out. The most bearish case scenario here would be coming back down to sweep up that low created in April, which is slightly beneath $2,800, to then get the significant bounce. Any movement down here is likely just going to be a liquidity grab. Now the low is maybe in already for Ethereum, as we had the entire month of June being extremely bearish, dropping from $4,000 all the way to $2,800 just a few days ago. So the probability of Ethereum bottoming out here at this range is extremely high. I would expect the price of Ethereum to actually break the March highs in the next coming weeks, just going through this Elliott wave theory. Now, I want to let you know that we are still inside of the third wave. So that next wave that should be breaking above the March highs will likely get a pretty steep corrective move to then form that fifth wave into 2025, where the top, we do not know, could be. That fifth wave could be extremely explosive. It could go to $5,000. It could go to $8,000. However, this is what we have with the market structure. Extremely corrective move. As you can see on the chart, it is a three-wave move compared to the impulsive moves that we've had since the start of September of 2023. you can clearly see the waves here. We have high probability that we're going up here with Ethereum in the next coming weeks, especially because we have the Ethereum ETF approval. Now, we knew what happened when the Bitcoin ETF was approved. We got a bit of volatility. Yes, we did get a drop. However, the recovery weeks after was absolutely insane. So expect fireworks for Ethereum in the next coming weeks, legends. Let's go through the Bitcoin technical analysis and let's go through the two scenarios. Now, they are both bullish, okay? The most bullish case scenario is counting this as already a finished five-wave structure, as on many exchanges, we did not claim the $72,000. Only on a couple of exchanges, such as Bybit, we did get above that high from the 21st of May, which was slightly above $72,000. On some exchanges, it was a lower high, meaning that you can count a wave two right over here. So has this ABC corrective move finished already on Bitcoin, and we're going to absolutely rock it as well with Ethereum in the next coming weeks? Absolutely, yes. However, there is that bearish case scenario that we've been mentioning during the last videos, which is a three drives pattern. Yes, we could be forming a three drives pattern when we zoom in on the 4-hourly time frame. It is extremely important for the price of Bitcoin to actually tap the $62,000-$63,000 range, and that would be a bullish confirmation. You're likely going to form a higher low as soon as we tap this level. Now, this level is the value area low from the entire range between March and June. When we get the fixed volume profile, we know that that level should be massive resistance. We did get rejected here just 2 weeks ago, as you can see here at $63,000, not managing to break the value area high. So if the price were to recover here, without a doubt, we could get one steep rejection. But like I mentioned as well on the live streams, we could likely form an inverted head and shoulder. So that higher low, that retracement will be a second opportunity to get into some long trades if you haven't already from this zone. Now, let's analyze the bearish case scenario, because yes, on some exchanges, we did tap that high. What if we are counting this impulsively? Well, the only way to count this impulsively is looking at this as a wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, and a wave five here, forming a contracting diagonal, a little bit of a descending wedge structure. This is why I would not be worried to see the price coming all the way down to the lows from last Friday at $53,500. I think this will likely just be a liquidity grab, and we are looking for a huge, massive recovery in the coming weeks, guys. So pay attention. This could be a scenario if the bottom is not in already for Bitcoin, which I think is also highly likely. But what if we have one more wave to the downside? Are you going to panic, or will you be ready for those long positions? We also have the three drives pattern, which is very similar to this Elliott wave theory contracting diagonal impulsive move to the downside. Three drives pattern here, as you can see, forming this movement. We can possibly form a lower high right over here and then have one more leg to the downside to get beneath $53,000 to then absolutely explode in the coming weeks. So pay attention, guys. Without a doubt, this breakout from this symmetrical triangle that we formed during the last few days, it's not too explosive. It does look a little bit successful. We do have some volume kicking in, but we just need to be aware of this being an ABC, all right? So it's still a little bit too soon. Price action could still be picking up here, a little bit of steam trying to break through. And as long as we're starting to break through and we overlap the 1236 Fibonacci 1382, the extensive move from this pivot low from last Friday, right? We can clearly see that we just about to hit the one-to-one extension right over here. And what we want to see for the price to confirm bullish momentum is blasting through here, getting all the way up to the 1.618 and that value area low of the entire range. Hitting this zone will already be bullish for me, and any movement to the downside will likely be a three-wave corrective structure, and we are looking for the continuation to the upside. Pay attention to that three drives pattern. Without a doubt, this could still be an ABC corrective move. We are just about hitting the 50% Fibonacci from the pivot high from last Monday to the pivot low from last Friday. We just hit the 50%. We did break above it. It's holding our support right now with a naked point of control that we do have from the 4th of July. Okay, we got a nice consolidation, naked point of control at that level, which is holding our support. Now, if we start breaking through here, without a doubt, should be already in some swing long positions just in case this bullish case scenario does play out. And the lower time frame bearish case scenario is that we are topping out here and we're forming that ABC corrective structure to only get one more leg down here, okay, in 5 waves to the downside to then complete that contracting diagonal or that 3 drives pattern. Legends, that is going to be it for today's update. I'll be likely doing a live stream later on, so make sure to have your notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one.